In this video, I'm gonna explain exactly that what is self-grooming in 8 simple steps. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you stay throughout this video, like the video as well, because if you like the video, then you're eventually gonna see more videos like this in the future, and then you'll just get more informed and you'll know much better about what we're interested in. Okay, now without any waste of time, let's dive into what we're interested in. So firstly, we want to know that what is self-grooming, right? Before we can get to those steps, right? So what is self-grooming, by the way? Self-grooming is an act of caring and improving your own body and appearance to look appealing and interesting. So this includes hygiene and dressing style or code, right? So that's the definition of self-grooming. Now, we want to know that why is it significant to start practicing self-grooming, right? So the reason for self-grooming is to boost our confidence. We absolutely want to have a higher level of confidence, or the maximum level of confidence, right? So it boosts self-confidence, and then it improves the intuition beliefs, right? Once you start practicing self-grooming, you absolutely gonna start believing in yourself, right? Because you'll be feeling more confidence and so on and so forth, right? So one more benefit, or one more reason why you should start self-grooming is it because it increases self-esteem, right? And self-image. So those are basically the reasons why you should start implementing self-grooming into your life, right? So the next question we're going to ask ourselves is that when should we implement self-grooming, right? And the answer is simple. From now onwards, if you were not implementing self-grooming before, then you're absolutely gonna have to start practicing it now over and over again until you get older, right? Because it's great. Yeah. And then how do we do it? Now we get into the 8 simple steps, right? Now I do hope that you're gonna find the steps very simple and clear, and then you're gonna start implementing this thing and start feeling much better in your life, right? So the first step of the 7 steps is to wash your body and apply lotion twice a day, right? We usually see such things in TV ads, right? When we see maybe a Vaseline ad or a Nivea ad where they like give you more details on how to use it, and they tell you that you should use it like twice a day. So the reason for doing this, it is to keep the skin moist, right? So when your skin is moist, it gets healthier, right? So this is the reason why you should keep your skin moist by moisturizing at least twice a day, right? So that is the first reason. Now we move to the next reason, which is brushing your teeth at least twice a day as well, right? There's no other way. Like, okay, perhaps if you are failing to brush it twice a day, you should at least brush it once a day, right? Sometimes I also forget, or maybe get more busier and forget to, like, brush them twice a day, but at least once, right? But fight to do it twice a day in order to keep your teeth more fresh and have a great breath as well, right? So that is the second step you can implement in a self-grooming procedure, right? Then the third step is to use an oil every time after bath, right? Every time you bath, then you use an oil. So this is great because it's gonna make you smell good. The people are gonna start to like you, and then they're gonna compliment you. Once they start complimenting you, and then you're absolutely gonna start feeling confident, right? Which is the reason for watching this video, learning more about self-grooming. How do we do it into details? Now, the next step is to have a clean hairstyle, right? You can see me right now. My hairstyle is very clean. Like, you know, I just cut my hair. I just visited my barber, and now my haircut looks very nice and fresh, right? So this is absolutely what you should do. You see, I can even turn around for you so you can see clearly, right? So this is it. There's no other way. You keep your hairstyle clean, right? And that that was the fourth step of doing it, right? And then the next step is to cut your nails. Make sure that your nails are cut. Let me check my nails. My nails are cut. I can even show them to you right now. You can see, right? My nails are cut. Like, I do practice self-grooming very, very well. I hope you can see that. My teeth are brushed. Yeah, I did brush my teeth, by the way. So yeah, you cut your nails. The next step, which is the sixth step, is to dress nicely and neatly, right? You make sure that everything you're dressing, your stuff is neat, and your stuff is nice, right? So in most cases, I see people having the misconception of dressing nicely or dressing fancy, right? Now there's a difference between those two. You can dress nicely and not fancy. So you don't need a huge budget to have nice clothes, right? But you do need a huge budget to have like the most expensive clothes. So just dress nicely. If you don't have budget to dress fancy, and by the way, I do not recommend dressing fancy because it's it's not good. It's not good for your life, right? Since you're still in the building phase, you're still trying to figure out life, and it's absolutely going to take you maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years to have life figured out, maybe 15 years. So if you're going to spend your money on dumb shit like fancy clothes, then you are slowing down your progress. So don't do fancy clothes, right? Just do nice clothes, right? So then is the sixth step, right? I move to the final step, which is using the face beauty enhancers properly, right? So this one is for ladies. I do, have an ideology that people who watch these videos in most cases are ladies, right? So if you are a male and you're watching this, I do not use any, you know, face beauty enhancers, right? I do not use them. I just use the lotion. So I do not recommend it for you. Maybe you can do it. But if you do it, you need to do it properly. Just like I'm saying to the ladies need to do it properly because sometimes you see people applying face beauty enhancers um over, right? And then we start seeing them, being improper and not interesting, right? While the reason for for adding the face beauty enhancers it is to look more appealing and interesting, right? So yeah, you should absolutely use that properly. Okay? Yeah. So those were the simple 7 steps of implementing the process of self grooming. So you can start doing this every day, right? Each and every day, you practice self grooming, you practice self grooming, you practice self grooming. There's no other way. And then you'll start building up those things, those whys you should do more self grooming and what is it. So I hope you did find value in this video. If you do, and by the way, I'm sorry for introducing myself at the end of the video. I am Baltepele Bengu. I'm the founder at Denovo Agency and I'm the models coach, right? And I've trained more than hundreds of models and, I've produced like good results, you see. So you can feel free to hit the subscribe button and watch more videos in the future, right? So I appreciate your attention that you've lended to me. I hope that was worth it.